Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine. Today we are going to do the chapter number 9, how the first letter was written. In this chapter, we will learn about the various means of communication that are used to send the messages that are used, like what is communication first of all? Communication is a way of telling your feelings, to express your feelings. Like when you want to share something with each other, we take the help of communication. We talk to each other, that is called as communication, right? So in this chapter we will learn about the various means of communication, and we will come to know about how the first letter was written. Like, as we know, letters are exchanged to tell something to the other person. Like one person writes a letter to express the feelings, to tell some important things, or to tell something to the other person. So why the letters are written, this is described in this chapter, and how the first letter was written, it is described in this chapter. So we will start with the story, which is about a little girl who wrote the first letter of the word. It was a little girl who wrote the first letter of the word. So we will learn about that little girl and how she wrote that letter in the story. First, let's start the story. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in a cave. Once upon a time, like, it is a story that relates to long time ago, when there were no proper houses that were made. The people used to live in caves. Caves means gufa. So people used to live in caves, and once upon a time there was a man who lived in a cave. He wore few clothes and he couldn't read or write, because it was very previous time, and people were not able to study at that time. So they did not have any proper any proper material to wear, any proper clothes to wear, and they were not able to read and write. The name of the man was Tegumai Bopsulai. The man's name was Tegumai Bopsulai, and he was having his wife and his daughter in his family. The name of the wife was Teshumai Tavindro, and the daughter's name was they are having a daughter, and the daughter's name was Tafimai Metalumai. So they were having these names, and all of them were having a little family. All three of them were having a little family, and they were very happy in their family. One day, Tegumai Bopsulai went down to the river Vagai to catch the fish. One day, he went to catch the fish. He went to the river Vagai, and his daughter Tafimai, she also went with him. Before he had caught any fish, now, like, he had not caught any fish, accidentally what happened? His spear is a weapon that is having a pointed head on it, so that it can catch the fish. Like nowadays, if we want to catch the fishes, we use the fishing rods, but at that time fishing rods were not available, and people used spears to catch the fishes. So he took his spear along with him to catch the fish, but he had not caught any fish yet, and his spear was broken accidentally. He hit the spear in the bottom of the into the bottom of the river very hardly, and it broke into pieces. And they were miles away, like their house was very at a very distant place from the river, and he had not brought any extra spear. He was not having any extra spear with him. He was having only one spear that broke down. Then the daughter, Tafimai, she said, "Let me run back to the cave and get you other spear." She said, "Father, I will go back to the home and I will bring the other spear for you." So father said, "It's too far for you. You are very small. You cannot go back to the cave and bring the other spear for me. It is at a very distant place." He sat down and began to mend the spear. So he sat down and began to repair the spear. He started repairing the spear that was broken. Tafimai also sat down with her toes in the water. She put her feet into the water and her chin was resting on her hand. And she was thinking of something. She said to her father, "Father, why don't we know how to write? We should know how to write, because if we are able to write, if we know how to write, we can send a message for a new spear to the mother at the home, to my mother at home, and she could send the spear for us. But we don't know writing, so it is not possible for us." "That's right," said Tegumai. Tegumai said that this is right thing. It would be good if we could write. It would be a good thing if we could write, but we are not able to write now. Just then a stranger came along. Just then when they were talking, a stranger is a person whom we don't know, stranger came there. He belonged to a far tribe. He belonged to a group of people. He belonged to a group of people that is known as Tevaras. He belonged to the tribe called as Tevaras. Now Tegumai and Tafimai, both the daughter and the father, they greeted him. They like as we call people hello and everything. So they greeted him, but he did not understand a word of Tegumai's language. He was unable to hear. He was unable to understand the language of Tegumai. So he did not understand what the daughter and father are saying to him. Tafimai asked him, "Do you know where my mother lives?" And the Tevara replied, Tafimai was asking whether he knows that where is their house, where is the location of their house. So he was not understanding their language. He just said, Oh no, Tafimai said, he doesn't understand what we say. So the father said that he is not able to understand our language. So he is not understanding what you are saying. The Tevara sat down on the grass and Tafimai showed him what her father was doing. He also sat along with them and Tafimai showed him the broken spear, and she showed him that what his father is doing. His father is mending the broken spear. Tevara smiled politely at both of them. He smiled at both of them, although he did not understand anything. Still, he just smiled at both of them. Now, said Tafimai, I want you to go to my mother. So Tafimai said, please go. I want you to go to my mother and bring a spear. Bring another spear for my father. The spear that is having black handle on it. You have to go back to my home. You have to ask my mom for. You have to ask my mother for another spear that is there on that is there in my house, and that is having black handle. You have to get that for us. The Tevara stood up and broke a big flat piece of bark off a birch tree. So Tevara stood up and he went towards the birch tree. Birch tree is a tree which is having white colored bark. Bark means tana, white colored wood on it. So he took a piece of white colored bark. He broke up a piece of white colored bark and he gave it to Tafimai. He did this thing, he gave this thing to show that his heart was clean and he will not he will not harm them. He wanted to tell them that his heart is clean as this birch bark, and he will not harm the daughter and the father. But they did not understand because their language was different, so they did not understand each other's language. Oh, she said, now I see you want my mother's address. But what did she understand? She said she thought that he wanted his mother's address to get the spear for them. So she said, I think you want my mother's address. I cannot write, but I can draw the pictures. She said, I am not able to write. I do not know how to write, but I can draw the pictures for you. Please lend me the shark's tooth from your necklace. The Tevara boy, he was wearing a necklace in his neck that was having a shark's tooth in it. So she said, please give me the shark's tooth from your necklace, and she pointed out to the necklace because she wanted to draw the things on the bark. All this happened as Tegumai mended his spear and looked at the Tevara silently. Tevara thought Tegumai was angry, so he gave Tafimai the necklace. So when both these were having the conversation, Tegumai was mending the spear and he was looking at both of them. He was looking at them silently. Tevara thought that the father is angry, that is why he is looking at him like this. So he gave the necklace to the girl. He gave the necklace to Tafimai. Tafimai said, first I'll draw father fishing. She said, I will draw that my father is fishing. So I have drawn this broken spear also. Now, firstly, she drew the picture of his father fishing. Then he drew the picture of broken spear. Then she said she will draw the another spear that the father wants. The spear that is in their home, she will draw that. Then I will draw a picture of myself talking to you. Now I will draw you. Now she said, I will draw my picture also. I will draw your picture. The Tivara, now she was letting him know about the scenario, that what I am drawing, I am drawing these things to let my mother understand that you are here to bring the another spear for us. But what the Tivara was thinking, the Tivara was thinking that there must be a big fight somewhere. Battle here means there must be a big fight somewhere, and the little girl is asking me to call all the tribe to help. The little girl is asking me to call all my group of people who all the group of people. Tribe is a group of people who live together. So So he is thinking that this little girl is asking me for help. This little girl wants me to call all the tribe members so that we can help her in the fight. Look, said Tafimai, drawing very hard. Now I have drawn you. She was drawing with the necklace, and she said, look, I have drawn your picture also. I have put the spear also. I have drawn the spear also. That father, I have drawn the spear in your hands. And to remind you that you have to bring the spear from my home. Now I will show you how you can find my mother. Now you have to walk till you come to two trees. You have to walk until you find two trees, and then when you find two trees, then you will have to go over a hill. After you go over a hill, you will come to a beaver swamp all full of beavers. So beavers are the animals which are having brown colored fur on them. You will come along a wetland that is covered with water, and there are beavers all around, the brown colored animals all around. Then our cave, then our house is just after the beaver swamp. When you reach the beaver swamp, after the swamp, you will find out our cave. That's my mother outside, and near the cave I have made my mother's picture. Now in case you forgot, if you forgot where why are you there, you I have drawn the spear that father wants. I have drawn the picture of another spear also. If you show this picture to my mother, now if you will show this picture to my mother, she will understand, she will give the spear to you. And now she's asking that boy, she's asking the Tevara, isn't this picture beautiful? Like I have drawn such a beautiful picture. The Tevara looked at the picture and nodded very hard. The Tevara looked at the picture and he nodded. He replied like by giving a gesture, ki, okay, yes. He thought to himself, he was thinking that I must call the great chief's tribe to help him. He was thinking that there is a fight and the girl needs help. So he was thinking of calling the chief means the king of the tribe for helping. Like his enemies are coming from all sides with the spears. He was thinking that enemies must be coming with the spears from all the sides. That is why they are asking for help. I'll run and get help for him from his tribe. So he was thinking that I will run fastly, I will go to the chief of the tribe, and I will get the army from his tribe to help these two. He ran off into the bushes like the wind. He ran very fastly. He had the birch bark in his hand, and Tafimai was pleased. Tafimai was very happy. She was pleased that he would help her. He would give them help by bringing the other spear from the house. And this is how the first letter was written. In this way, the first letter was written. So, from the story, we have learned that there are various means of communication. Like, firstly, when we talk to each other, this is a means of communication. Secondly, we can communicate through writing. Then we can communicate on telephones. Like in nowadays, we can communicate through telephones and mobile phones, etc. Video calls are there. But in the previous days, there was nothing. People used to communicate by talking with each other, or they were like when they started writing, they were able to write the letters and then they were able to communicate. So from the story, we have learned that how the little girl managed to write the first letter and how she wrote it in a beautiful manner to give the message to her mother. So this was all about the story where we have learned about the means of communication. Now we are going to learn about the exercises portion related to this chapter. First is answer the following questions. In the answer the following questions part, there are some questions that are given to us. We have to read the questions and then we have to answer them. First is, who was Tegumai? Who all were in his family? You have to tell about Tegumai and the family members of Tegumai. Where did Tegumai and Tafimai go? Where did both of them go? You have to describe this. Then is, why did Tafimai want to run back to the cave? What is the reason? Why did she want to go back to her home? Fourth one is, who did Tafimai and Tegumai meet at the river? Who was the person whom they meet at the river? When the Tevara gave the birch bark to Tafimai, what did he want to say? When the Tevara gave the little girl the birch bark, what did he want to say to the little girl? Sixth one is, did Tafimai and the Tevara understand the same thing from the picture that Tafi Mai drew? Did they understand the same thing, like what Tafi Mai was saying and what Tewara was saying from the picture, what they were thinking, was it same or not? You have to describe that. Next is, what did the Tewara understand by looking at the picture Tafi Mai drew on the birch bark? Tafi Mai, as we know, drew a picture on the birch bark. What did the Tewara understand from that picture? By looking at that picture, you have to describe what did he understand. Now B part says think and answer, where some other questions are given. First is, do you think Tafi Mai was a clever girl? Give reasons for your answer. Was Tafi Mai a clever girl or not? You have to tell about this and you have to give the reasons if you think that she is a clever girl. Next one is, based on what you read in the story, say what happens when people do not understand each other. Like, you have read the story, you have learnt about the story, you have to describe when people do not understand each other, what things happen, what things come into play when two people or people do not understand the language that they are using or do not understand the things that they are saying to each other. So these were the question answers of this chapter. Now we are going to describe the other exercises. Now we are going to learn about the other exercises of this chapter. First is, as we can see, there is a crossword given to us, and in the crossword there are some hints are given to us. These hints relates to the ways of communication, these hints relate to the means of communication. So downward here, the hints are given, the clues are given to us, the clues are given to us that are having the answers in them, that are the clues for the means of communication. So we will read these clues and we will find out the word and write that means of communication in the grid or in the crossword. So like a cross portion, the third one is a set of printed paper which carries news articles and advertisements. So third in the third answer we can write down newspaper, because we know newspaper is a thing, newspaper is a printed paper which is having news and other articles in it. Now, fifth one is movements or signs made with hands, head, and face to convey the messages. When we move our hands or head or face, when we show our face movements to give the message to the other person, like when we can say, जब हम इशारों में किसी को कुछ समझाते हैं, that is called as gestures. Next is a face-to-face interaction done through a device using internet, video call. Face-to-face interaction with the help of mobile phone or with the help of internet is called as video call. A machine used to speak with someone near or far away. You can only speak with and hear to the other person, you cannot see the other person. When we are talking on telephone, we can talk to the other person, we can hear the voice of the other person, but we are not able to see that person, we are not able to watch that picture, watch the picture or video of that person. So that device is called as telephone. First one is a message written on paper. The chapter that we have learnt about, letter. Letter is the piece of paper where we can write the message. Second one is a device which runs on electricity. It shows moving images and films with sound. All of us use this device, that is called as television. And last one is fourth one, a way of sending messages, written messages to the people using internet. When we want to write the messages and share it with the people over internet, that is called as email. So these were the various means of communication that you have to write down in the crossword. Now in the learn the language portion, we are going to learn about the collective nouns. So first of all, what are the collective nouns? Collective nouns are a collection or a group of people. uh, Collective nouns means, you can say a collection or a group. Collective basically means a collection or a group, and the nouns or the naming words which have which names a collection of people, animals, or things, like which describe the group of people, the group of animals, or group of thing is called as the collective noun. For example, group of students is called as class, a group of flowers is called as bunch, a group of walls is called as a pack. So pack, bunch, all these, class, all these are called as the collective nouns. So there are some phrases given to us, you can read the phrases. and you can remember what a group of certain thing is called as. Now in the A part, we have to choose the correct collective noun to complete the sentences. There are some sentences given to us, and along with the sentences some options are given to us. We have to tick on the correct option after reading the sentence. Like first one is, a large dash of people had gathered to listen to the musicians in the park. Now dash of people, now here group of people is there, so group of people is called as crowd. Second one is, the dash of cows was grazing in the field. A group of cows is called as herd. Third one is, the dash of students listen to the teacher carefully. Group of students is called as class. There was a big dash of flowers on the table. Group of flowers is called as bouquet. C option. Next one is, the dash of soldiers marched past the city. Army of soldiers. Group of soldiers is called as army. Sixth one is, a strong dash of players was sent for the competition. When there are so many players, the group of players is called as a team. Now this was about the collection, this was about the collective nouns. Now we are going to learn about the place words. Place words are the words which tells us about the position of something. You can say which tell us about the position of something. That are place words are also known as the prepositions. Prepositions are the words that tell us the relation between one noun and the another noun. Like when two nouns are given, when two or more nouns are given, prepositions are used to show the relationship between these two nouns. So these are also called as the place words, which tell us about the place, which tell us about the location or the position or the place of the particular thing. Like for example, there are some pictures given to us. In these pictures we can see, in first one, in which image the kitten is inside the box. Inside means under, so we can see in the third picture the kitten is inside the box. In which image the kitten standing between two chairs. Standing between means beech mein. In the sixth picture, in which image is the kitten jumping into a box. Box के अंदर jump कर रहा है. Second picture, and in which image is the kitten jumping over the chair. Chair के ऊपर. So that is in the fourth picture. So these words inside, between, into, over, all these are the prepositions or the place words. Some other place words are with, on, beside, at, in. All these are prepositions. So in the B part you have to complete the sentences by using the prepositions. So next tells us about the sound words by using IR and UR. Like first, IR sound. Purse, same sound, like their sound is same, but there when we need to write some words, their spellings are different. Like, but whenever there is any word that is having IR in it or UR in it, that has the same sound. As you can see, first, purse, a sound is coming now, so that is why they are having the same sound. Similarly, bird, curse, birth, burn, 30, curl, circle, purple. These are similar words. So this was all about the chapter. I hope you have enjoyed the chapter. I hope you have learned about the various means of communication from the chapter. Thanks for listening. Thank you and have a nice day.